So here are drying trays. I actually purchased these from a company a few years ago. It was actually an herbalist that made these. They come in different size screen holes. I went ahead and ordered a kit of 8. You can kind of see the difference between that screen hole, that screen hole, that screen hole. So you can choose the screen based on whatever you're trying to dry. Now in Colorado, we're really lucky because we were very dry. So it's easy to dry things in general, but you still want to make sure to spread them out. Like this is feverfew. You want to spread them out so you have some gaps here and there, right? You can stack these trays. It's a little harder, of course, to dry your herbs, but you can stack them as long as you leave bigger gaps and then the one underneath is sitting on top of something, right? So the air can get through the bottom. So you want to stack it on a piece of wood so that air can get through the bottom and through the top. If you're running a fan, it's very quick to dry these. You don't have to run a fan though. As dry as Colorado is, you can set these trays on a countertop, and as long as you're not running a swamp cooler 24/7, they'll dry pretty quickly. Now I'm destemming these more. I cut them out and destemming these. So I'm destemming them and then separating them between the two trays. This tray I'm going to leave like it is. I've left gaps there for more air to get through. This is St. John's wort. Now tonight I'm going to harvest more and that will be full. You know, I'll fill that one with gaps like that. Now you see how small these petals are? This is so much easier to dry than this. There's more density to this particular flower than there is to that one. Of course, this will dry super quickly, very, very quickly. And this will dry quickly, but not as quickly. Hopefully that makes sense. Make sure to keep your trays at least somewhat separate if you're stacking them and not blocking them. Here's another idea that people do. See that? You can still get air underneath them and still stack them in areas that you need to in the house. You also can use I know you guys have seen those bags that hang from the ceiling. I'm going to show you one. I actually have one that allows you to have trays of these types of screens, but hanging from the ceiling, which, you know, does save you space. I do have to say I'm in love with these dryers though. They're beautiful, easy to move around, easy to work with. I have 4 more downstairs with different sized screens, and I'll show you those later. But I did want to show you how they work in general. You can make these basic frames with different size screens. Okay, just wanted to go over that for drying.